Hello, I hope y'all are having a great day. It's December 6th, and today I'm going to be talking about um, really this week, what we're going to be looking at. Um, does look like we're going to be seeing a more active pattern for the East. Uh, so yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Oh, by the way, I'm thinking I'm going to on this channel. The reason I haven't posted in a while is because uh, I made a video Saturday. Um, and I posted it to my old channel by accident. So sorry about that. I didn't even realize it until Sunday morning. Uh, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I'm also thinking I'm gonna switch up the content a bit, kind of do some stuff like time lapses, that kind of stuff, because I enjoy doing that as well. Um, but yeah, let's get started with the video. So currently, what we're looking at is we have a low up in Canada. Cold front stretched out across the east. We do have a slight risk for severe weather in this area this evening. Um, and we can actually go ahead and see if we have anything. We're not going to use GRT. Let's just use radar scope because it's a bit quicker. Um, Let me just trying to drag this over here. Sorry. We really don't have much going on. Um, so let me get rid of that. Let's get the mobile radar. Yeah, so kind of like, I mean, really not a whole lot of activity, just a special marine statement down here, and that's it. Yeah, and then I mean, tomorrow we could see some snow mixing in the backside of this in the northeast, some lake effect in the backside as well. This is our next interesting thing. We're gonna talk about this a good bit. So this is our storm system. This was kind of looking interesting for the northeast over the past couple of days, several days really, where we could have like been seeing a decent little northeast winter storm, but it hasn't really even mid Atlantic, even down in like Washington D.C., Northern Virginia. GFS is really not on board with that. Um, but we're also going to talk about this next or this weekend, that's our next storm system. Let's talk about this one first. Let's go over to Pivotal Weather. Um, I am working on getting Pivotal Weather Plus. It's a bit expensive for me, so I mean I'm sorry I don't already have it. Uh, I just I can't do it. Uh, but I'm working on it. Uh, yes, this is a little bit of a more zoomed in version of what the GFS has. Really, just a lot of snow showers to the northeast, with mainly some decent snow up in Maine, maybe like Boston. Um, but we look at different models. We go back to the European. The Sporting is the run of the Euro, and you can see. I mean, it really does agree with the GFS. Just some general sort of snow showers for the northeast Wednesday. Maybe some like 1 inch, 2 inch totals up in Maine. Not a whole lot once again. The Canadian, another kind of mid long range model on board as well. Really not a whole lot of snow, just some snow showers. It does have snow maybe a bit further south, but way down in the Washington D.C., Northern Virginia. Very interesting. Um, but yeah, take a look at other models. We can go kind of more to uh, like more like short range models like the NAM. Even I think the HRRR even goes far enough barely. Um, but we can see the NAM does have a decent little snowstorm. This is Wednesday morning. Uh, this is December 8th. We have a decent bit of snow moving through West Virginia, Eastern Kentucky, Ohio, PA, into New York. A nice snow shield here. Not really into New York City, but kind of around that area. Go ahead a few hours to Teensy. We have snow in the Washington D.C. area. Some decent snowfall as well. That's falling at a pretty decent rate. We can see still, God, your NAM has that as rain in New York City. Snow in Boston. Moderate, pretty decent snowfall rates in eastern PA, southeastern New York, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, into Maine, southern New Hampshire, and southern Vermont. We go ahead 3 more hours. We can see New York City finally gets in some of those. New York City, Long Island, but they finally start to get in on some of these. uh, on some of the snow. Now with the next thing I want to do is I want to kind of compare. I don't think I can do that, but we can compare previous runs of the total snowfall. So don't think I can do on the NAM for the Northeast. We can see this run has a good 1 inch around the whole area, about an inch in New York City. A little bit of higher values though in like Connecticut, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, down in the Washington D, or really not Washington D.C., like New Jersey. But even some decent snow even into Washington D.C., Northern Virginia. So we'll have to see what happens. Take a look at the 06Z. Let's just go back to the. Wait, that was actually the 12Z. My bad. Let's go to the 18Z. Some reason it brought me back 6 hours. The 18Z has pretty much a similar thing. Kind of a little snow hole though in northern New Jersey there. Pretty interesting, but higher totals over in Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, even into Maine there. So pretty interesting. We go over to the HRRR, which I think goes just out far enough with the 18Z run. Yeah, we can see it does start to have snow falling. This is Wednesday afternoon. It goes up to like Wednesday just after noon, I think 1 or 2 p.m. We do some decent snow falling in eastern PA, around 2 inches. So maybe some snow coming into New York City, Philadelphia, over into Hartford. Maybe some snow coming into Providence. So overall, what I think we could see Wednesday is kind of the best case scenario, or not really best case, kind of the most likely scenario is a couple inches of snow falling. Sorry about that. Kind of to the north of Washington, D.C. Okay, something's wrong with my thing. But kind of to the north of Washington, D.C. over into generally missing out on Long Island. I think Long Island could get in on some of the snow. It's kind of a interesting situation. You could either get like 2 or 3 inches, or you could get like barely anything. Overall, some areas could see about a good ½ inch to 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches locally, or even higher. If we get like a higher situation here, and models like the NAM actually occurs, or models like the NAM actually occur. But yeah, now the last thing I want to talk about in today's video is this next storm system we're gonna be looking at this weekend. So this is Saturday morning on the GFS model. We have a low up in northern Michigan. I'm actually gonna let's go get the same thing pulled up on the European model, just so we can compare the two pretty easily. I could have already done this. Sorry, I didn't. Next time I'll do it. Well, let me get this. So 12Z Saturday morning. Let's get that. Just so we kind of get an accurate comparison, see what the main difference is. So Saturday morning, GFS is a low up in northern Michigan, some snow down in northern Iowa, some decent snow falling up in northern Wisconsin, maybe even some severe weather in the deep south. Definitely very good looking. Euro, it's actually surprisingly similar. We do have some decent snow falling in the same regions, really. Low's a bit further to the west, but I mean, not too far. And once again, we probably do have some severe weather in the south, just by looking at the shape of this. So maybe I'll talk a little bit more about severe weather. And kind of by Sunday morning, we can see it just kind of pushes into the east, kind of right over the Appalachians, and we have some snow, maybe falling in Kentucky, Tennessee, North Georgia mountains, western North Carolina. We're gonna have to see if this happens. I mean, the GFS has kind of been on and off about this. I'll have to see if it sticks by in tomorrow or Wednesday's video. Very windy though across this area, definitely. With this, and then that kind of maybe brings a little bit of snow to the northeast and the backside. So yeah, that's that on the GFS. Let's take a look at the Euro. Euro has it sticking around a bit longer. It kind of has a very interesting pattern for the southeast, and not a lot of snow for the northeast with this at all. We can see that. But the southeast, we have a low that kind of comes off the cold front, and just kind of, it looks like we have an upper level low too. It just kind of, the low kind of spins around it, kind of spin around each other in the southeast for a bit, and just bring a lot of showers for a while. But yeah, so we'll have to see what we actually see. I kind of want the GFS to happen a bit more because it would be kind of good to see some snow in that far south in northern Georgia. Uh, but I don't know if it's gonna stay, so I'll have to see in tomorrow or Wednesday. But yeah, I'll either be back tomorrow or Wednesday. Um, Uploads should be back to normal now completely. Um, but yeah, so I hope y'all have a good rest of your evening and goodbye.